Viewers, welcome back to another episode of Making Sense. With me today, I have Stephanie Cummings, who is SVP, Chief Retail Officer at National Bank of Commerce. And again, my name is Hannah Willis, and I am the Marketing Director here at the bank. Stephanie, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I'm very excited to have Stephanie on because Stephanie's energy is wonderful. And if somebody can kind of like match my energy, it's you. So we're gonna have a good time.
We are.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about being a local community bank. What does that mean?
Such a great question. I guess I would start with local focus. And so when I think about a community bank, I kind of put it in segments. So let's start with our associates or our team members. Like, so important for us to have our team members be a part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Our team members live in the communities they're in. They work in the communities they're in. They're out at community events. They're attending school activities. You see them in the grocery store. And what's so important to our team members is that they're building relationships with their customers. And so I expect, like at a local bank, you're going to run into me at the grocery store and I'm going to say, hey, Hannah, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm going to remember things about you. And I think that's such a difference maker at a community bank. Like, our people are in our communities and they're just integrated in the lives of our customers, and it's just so important.
So let's say there's a Wells Fargo or a U.S. Bank down the street. They're in my community.
Right.
Are they a community bank? Are they a local community bank? Like, they're local and they're in my community.
There's a couple big differences between the two. And I think one of the biggest things is when I talk about our associates, they live here, they work here, like local leadership is here. And so when you think about our ability to make decisions, to understand our communities and the neighborhoods that we're involved in and the small businesses that are here, and make decisions based on what's going on in their community. That doesn't happen at Wells Fargo. That doesn't happen at U.S. Bank. That happens here at a local community bank. And we have this awesome video that's on our website on NBC or nationalbankofcommerce.com. If you go out there and watch this video, there's several examples of just local customers where, we as a community bank, we changed their lives.
Yeah.
Like, we got them through COVID because their businesses were struggling, and we helped them with financing and found ways to keep their business running and give them the funds and invest in them to make their business continue. That saves jobs. That creates economy. That keeps our community going.
Yeah.
There's an awesome story from a customer who she joined our ESCO branch, and she said, her quote is, "I went to the ESCO branch because it was local and in my neighborhood, and I'm staying there because the NBC team there cares about me. They remember my name. They're like my family and they're my friend."
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference. And
Yeah.
as somebody who worked at a
larger
institution, we tried to convey those same things, but we couldn't deliver. You can't deliver that because a larger bank doesn't connect to that community. They don't make decisions. They don't get emotionally involved with their customers. And we have the ability to do that at a community bank. It's just amazing.
What about the dollars deposited? So if you have a checking account at Wells Fargo versus a checking account at NBC, like, where is the money going?
Yeah. Well, the money's staying here at NBC. And if you're investing your dollars in a larger bank, that's not necessarily the case. And when you think about dollar for dollar here at NBC, we're reinvesting every dollar we bring in. We're trying to find a business that we can help, that we can understand their needs, and we're giving it back by borrowing it to them. I also think on the same note, talking about investing in your community, when I worked at a larger bank, we didn't have the dollars to reinvest in our community. And when you think about organizations and schools and activities and things that are going on in neighborhoods and communities, we're right there. If we're not serving on a board of directors, it's super important for us to allocate a lot of those local dollars and resources that we get in back to those events to help us thrive and survive in our communities. And that is a huge difference maker.
I think it's funny, like I have some friends who, are all about local or all about like the Twin Ports or Duluth and they shop local and they do this. Then I'm like, well, where do you bank? And they're like, well, I bank at Wells Fargo because it's easy, and it's just like, well, like that, like I don't think people quite understand, like you're not supporting your community when you bank like that because those dollars they're gone. Whereas we take that money to make loans, to make mortgage loans, to help somebody buy a car. So I just think that that's interesting. Okay, so you've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account to NBC. I want to know, like, legit, what do I need to do?
Okay.
Like, for real. Like, how do I do
it?
For real.
Hannah, it's so easy. And
you can't say that because that's what everybody says. So unless you really mean it.
I'm going to give you 3 steps, like 3 simple steps.
Okay.
That we can help you change banks.
Okay.
It's super easy. And I do hear this a lot. Like, it's hard to change banks.
Yeah.
But it's not. Step 1, make an appointment with us here at NBC. Give us a call. We're going to set you up with one of our local bankers at the branch closest to you. Get the account open. Come on in.
I don't want to make an appointment.
Come on in then.
Why do I have to come in?
Well, right now, that's the easiest way for us to get to know you better. If we're going to take care of you and understand your needs and make more possible with you, the best thing is to have that first initial face-to-face interaction.
Okay.
Because that's what we're going to be able to understand your needs. And maybe it's not just that checking account you made. Maybe there's things you don't even realize that we can do to help you support your plan and help make your dreams come true. And I think that's the key to community banking is you're not just a number to us. You're our relationship. Like, we care about you. And we're going to be able to connect the dots around what you tell us to be able to find the best account for you, the best services, the best loan, whatever you need to make your life easy.
Okay, so I come in.
You come in, get that account opened. That's the number one thing. We'll get it open, we'll get it funded, we'll learn about you, we'll take care of that account need. 2, change your direct deposit. So we're going to help you either with a form to send back to your business or help you with the process, but we're going to get that direct deposit set up into that new account. So those are probably the 2 hardest things, right?
What about all of my other, like, payees?
Remember I talked about 3 steps? So that 3rd step, when you come in to open your account, we're going to help you. There's tools either online on your account. We have tools here at NBC, but we're going to help you make a list of all of those automatic payments or things that you are currently taking out of your existing checking account. And we'll put a quick plan together to help you transition those payments. But we want the account open. We want the direct deposit. We want to know that's going in there before we change all those automated payments.
Right.
So there's a little bit of a cycle, like a 30 to 45 day cycle to make sure all of that stuff happens. But we can either follow up with you on the phone or give you the resources while you're here to help you change all those automatic payments over. It's super easy. Most of it can be done either online, like all of the utilities can be done online or with a quick phone call. And if not, we're here to help you. We're here to help you with all of that.
If I just want to come in, and get it all done, can we just do it all right there?
You can.
Okay.
It takes a little bit of follow-up because obviously there's some timing with your employer's direct deposit. But other than that, I mean, it is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not as hard as you think.
I know.
People go through it and they'll say,
yeah,
hey, I just worked with one of my kids moved their accounts here because, I'm like, you can't not bank with NBC. So we got the account open. We got the direct deposit changed over. And mind you, he doesn't have as many automatic type payments, but he had a few. Got him moved over. No problem.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is kind of a stigma around that it's like the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah. It's not.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. That, my friend, is all I have today. And I just want to say again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for just being real, being honest, and just, kind of breaking it down that this is what, it is what it means to be a local community bank. This is, what switching accounts might look like. We appreciate that. So
thank you. I'm excited to be here and be a part of the NBC family. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. We're back. Just kidding. The last video was not over. We actually ended and we continued on having a conversation and we're like, okay, viewers might want to know this too. So we're back. Okay. So one thing we had talked about when the cameras turned off is actually moving like the lump sum of money from one account to your new NBC account. So how do you do that? And then do you need to make sure that that account that you moved it from is closed?
Those are two really good questions. And so I would say like part of step 3 is once we get your automatic payments all set up and we understand how much you have left in that account, you can write a check for that, or we can help you, with a process of going back to that bank and getting a check for the remainder of the balance. And we actually talked about that. I think I encourage you to go back to that bank. They're probably going to want you to anyway, because they're going to want another shot at you to try to keep you as a customer. So be prepared for that.
Yeah.
But it's a good idea, because if you don't officially close it, there could be service fees or charges for you not maintaining a minimum balance or having that direct deposit any longer. So we'll remind you of that last step and make sure you go back and get the account closed. Then you'll be able to zero it out and conclude the relationship once you know everything's cleared and taken care of.
So thank you, viewers, for hanging in there a little bit with us. We are actually officially signing off now. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.